And we're back here at Shamrock Fighting Championships as we get ready for our next bout. Sinjen Ruby taking on Johnnie Rhodes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our next bout of the evening. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Sinjen Ruby.
Sinjen Ruby is on the move already. He is just one of those guys that is ready to take a fight anytime, anywhere, and any place. The freestyle fighter comes to us by way of Tiger MMA. Rudy has fighting in his blood and comes from a family of fighters, including his cousin, George Foreman. Yes, that George Foreman. Ruby went on a bit of a slump and took some time off to regroup. Now he is back and stays in a tough training camp at all times. Ruby stepped up on just 3 weeks' notice, but he says that has no effect and he is ready to perform tonight.
Yeah, Ruby has a wrestling background, which might really work in this fight. He might want to get a quick takedown early and try and control from the top position on the ground.
He told me in his interview he does not care about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week, it doesn't matter. He's always in the gym now and he is always ready to go.
You know, as an MMA fighter, you always have to be in shape. You always have to be ready to go. You could get a call for a big show like this on short notice and you gotta be ready.
And let's bring out his opponent tonight, fighting out of the red corner. Give it up for Johnnie Rhodes Jr.
I love Johnnie Rhodes' walkout. He is always just done up and ready to go. Johnnie Rhodes is definitely a fighter on fire, as he is coming off a loss and looking for redemption. In the past, Rhodes has went full on from the start of the bell and has sometimes paid the price for it. Look for Rhodes to play a very technical game tonight, and he wants to feel out his opponent more. He wants to begin to pick his shots, but most of all, he wants to be smart about this fight. As we go to our tail of the tape, Sinjen Ruby, 25, 5'7", 143.8 pounds, out of Centerville, Iowa. Johnnie Rhodes Jr., 26, 5'8", 146.7 pounds from right here in Kansas City, Missouri. This one is gonna be big. Johnnie Rhodes is one of those guys who is always, he told me, he said, I know my record doesn't show it, but I'm really better than this. I've taken hard fights. I have taken hard fights since I became a pro. He said that the hardest part of the game tonight was his weight cut.
Well, the weight cut is always tough for a fighter who's a little big for their weight class. You know, Rhodes wants to be careful in his striking tonight. He doesn't want to overcommit and give Ruby an easy takedown. I think Rhodes wants to keep the fight standing. Ruby wants to take this fight to the mat.
You know, Rhodes is one of those kind of guys. He trains with the famed Rudy Bears and is always ready to go. As we get this one ready, let me send it up to the cage to Stephen Bear to get us going.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighs in at 143.8 pounds. Fighting out of Centerville, Iowa. Give it up for Sinjen Ruby. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighs in at 146.7 pounds. He's a homeboy from right here in Kansas City, Missouri. Give it up for Johnnie Rhodes Jr.
Right here, stand in the ring. All right, fellas, give your instructions in the dressing room. Got any questions? Got any questions? Touch them up, guys. God bless you. Come out fighting.
Referee Mike England in charge of this contest as we are ready to go. And we have a touch of the gloves. Again, Sinjen Ruby just immediately takes the center of the cage with a leg kick. Throws a hard right hand. Ruby definitely seems to have his chin high here, hands a little low, but circling quite well, landing those leg kicks. They are both throwing down.
And there's a takedown
There's
for
that
Ruby.
wrestling takedown.
Ruby got caught with a shot from Rhodes and immediately shot him for that takedown. Now working from side control is Ruby. Rhodes is gonna want to shrimp. He needs to turn towards Ruby. Oh, right as he gets mounted. Rhodes is trying to muscle his way out of this mounted position. Now gives up his back. One hook in for Ruby.
Ruby is definitely pushing this position here.
He might have it. It's not quite under the chin yet, I don't believe.
Rhodes is standing up with him, looks to put pressure against the cage. Both hooks are in for Sinjen Ruby with a
And
big
huge
throw
throw from Rhodes.
Look at the eye. The left eye of Johnnie Rhodes is almost closed. Oh, again, a big head kick. Rhodes doing a little talking.
Spinning back kick from Rhodes.
Kansas City, get these guys fired up!
And Rhodes got over aggressive with his strikes, and that led to the easy takedown from Ruby.
This is definitely where we can see that wrestling pedigree of Sinjen Ruby. Rhodes working well here to trap those arms and not take any damage from this position, possibly looking for a stand-up.
He's doing a good job of stalling, but he can't be offensive from this tie-up position. He needs to start moving his hips, try and get up, or try and work for a submission.
Looks like Sinjen Ruby is trying to pass out of the guard here of Johnnie
Needs to watch
Rhodes.
out for, now Rhodes shoots into an omoplata position. Again, a very tough submission to finish in an MMA fight.
Johnnie Rhodes is definitely trying to make this happen, though.
Ruby's not going to be able to get out that way. He needs to go under the legs of Rhodes. I don't know if there's enough sweat for Ruby to slip his arm out.
Look at this.
A very awkward position these fighters are in.
This is a very strange tie-up as we are halfway through round one.
I don't think this is going to be a position he can get a submission from. And huge punches from Ruby.
Ruby is starting to rain down those elbows as
And
again he
now
works to
takes
get a
the
hook.
back of Rhodes. Both hooks in. He wants to flatten Rhodes out. I think that's under the chin. And there's the tap.
There is the tap from Johnnie Rhodes Jr. Good action coming out of Sinjen Ruby.
Great groundwork out of Sinjen Ruby. He controlled every aspect of that fight once it hit the ground.
This is a very tough loss for Johnnie Rhodes, which pushes him now to 3-8 in the pro ranks.
It looks like that time away for Ruby really paid off. He came back, he looked great in this fight. Got a couple easy takedowns. Rhodes overcommitted on his punches, which led to easy takedowns from Ruby. And once it hit the ground, Ruby dominated every exchange on the ground.
Definitely a lot of action there out of Sinjen Ruby as we go to that big takedown on our instant replay.
That was the first takedown of the round. A big slam out of Ruby.
Again, lots of good action as we move to the finish of the instant replay here. Sinjen Ruby rolls over, has the hooks in, lines that body triangle, then tightens down on that rear naked choke, and it's all over.
Once he got that right arm under the chin of Rhodes, it was all over.
Definitely a good fight as we are ready to send it up to the cage to Stephen Bear for our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended in round one. 3 minutes and 16 seconds into it from a rear naked choke. Your winner, Sinjen Ruby.
Sinjen Ruby moves his professional record to 2-2 with a big win here inside the Shamrock FC cage.
That was big for Sinjen Ruby to even up that record at 2-2. You know what? He did not want to go to 1-3.
Not at all, and he definitely used that wrestling to make it happen. Again, more good action here to come tonight at the Ameristar Casino in Kansas City, Missouri for Shamrock Fighting Chips, and we'll be right back after this.